I remember sitting in class my first week in my master's program and learning about this clinician-researcher gap that exists. That the things that are standard within the academic world aren't always standard knowledge within the clinical world, and vice versa. That these two bodies just don't really mesh. And I want to work to make them mesh. And the University of Minnesota is extremely well poised to work in this direction. I want to be a professor. I want to train future therapists. But I also want to train the general public. I think we want to know how to help and support people in need, especially in very difficult situations.
And has been able to maintain a lot of balance in his life, having a family, doing a thesis, getting good grades, being a fantastic clinician, and all of those things are really hard to juggle, and I feel like Quentin really exceeds in all of those areas. Mm-hmm. I feel like Quentin's incredibly self-motivated. Yeah. All the time. He's never just doing the bare minimum. He's always seeing what he can do, and even if it's a little more work, he's always willing to do it and put in the hard work and go the extra mile.
One thing I've noticed a lot is that he's so good at maintaining like a sense of balance in a room and being aware of everything that's going on.
One thing that I've noticed from working with Quentin in this program is that he has a strong sense of integrity, and that really shows through in his work as a clinician and most likely in his research and academic work. He's extremely curious about the world, about people, how we can help people change, and I think that curiosity shows itself when you're in therapy, that he's extremely passionate about, going out there and trying to help the clients do whatever he can do on his half to really help them be motivated to create change in their life.
One thing that I've noticed about Quentin, he's just such a genuine guy. He's able to connect with the individuals and couples and families almost instantly. Really, you just get to their level, no matter if it's if it's a child or doesn't really matter their age. He's just able to connect in a way and be very empathetic and compassionate.
I think to add to that from Kathy is that that's not just Quentin in therapy though, is that is who Quentin is really. That's who he is with us as classmates, that's who he is with other people in his life, and so I think that's kind of that sense of integrity too, is just that who he is in the therapy room is no different than who he is outside of it.
Quentin's also remarkably tenacious and persistent, and with a PhD program, it's not like he's just doing it to, I think I want to do it. He really wants it, and he deserves it more than most people I know.
It's really been very meaningful for me to hear these things. And then I want to say, as part of my application here, that sense of integrity, that's kind of a core part of who I am. And I do think that integrity, that dedication to being ethical, but also to helping others is one of the things that I think is my greatest attribute. It's part of that belief that we are resilient as people, and that integrity, that belief of resilience. That's one of the reasons that I'm interested in the University of Minnesota's program. I think one of my greatest attributes is this belief of resilience. As an undergraduate, I struggled in school. I then got involved in athletics, if you call cheerleading athletics, which I do. And then I fell, and I fell hard. But I got up again. Little part in Rocky Balboa where Rocky's talking to his son and basically shoots it to him straight. And he says, you know what? The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. And goes on to tell him,
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
And I absolutely believe that. It's important to learn to get up. The way to succeed, be a good athlete, isn't to perform perfectly. It's to learn to adjust, to be resilient. And I think the same is true as a parent, as a child, as a partner, as a lover, and as an academic. Thank you for considering me. I hope to be part of your program.